what happened today and why you weren't there? You started off with the Charlie Fisher this morning?
No, there was supposed to be a meeting last night, and I didn't want to meet last night. I wanted to spend some time with the crew because we knew bad weather was coming, and I wanted to spend some time with the guys. So we did. We had dinner, and I made arrangements to meet with Hugh Kennedy and Charlie Fisher this morning at 8:30. We met. We discussed the possibility of the European tour, and we got into the fact that the people in Europe didn't want me to get hurt, and they didn't want me going over there in a wheelchair. And right then I got the idea of what they were saying. What they were saying was they wanted somebody else to jump that ramp.
Yeah. Did they ask you about that? Did they ask you about Ken Powers?
Oh yeah, they never mentioned Ken Powers. They mentioned the fact that they wanted to have somebody else jump. And then I said, "Are you talking about Kenny Powers?"
Yeah.
And they said yes. I said to him, "He's not qualified. He is not qualified to jump. He's a good stuntman, but he's never been over 100 mile an hour, and he's never been in that car at 260 mile an hour."
You think that was dangerous for them to do that?
Yes, definitely. It was wrong. It was definitely wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say to you that what happened to Kenny Powers would not have happened to me.
After 5 years and over $1 million, this is the end of the greatest daredevil stunt of all time. Everyone is certain of that. Everyone except one man, Ken Carter.
This is my dream. This is the end of my dream. I don't care if I never jump again, but this I'm going to do. This is my dream. I created it. I built it, I designed it. Nobody ever jumped a car a mile. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I want to do. And that's what I'm going to do. The thing about it is, it's something that you only dream about. What can I do, jump 18, 19 cars, 20 cars, go out there and bust more bones? You're right, I'm getting too old, but not old enough to do this one. I'll do this one. I won't retire. We can travel around, let the kids, I'll teach the children like the Eagles said, but I'll teach them because they believe in me. This is next. It's the final. It's the ultimate thing. What can you do with a car other than this? No. It's my dream.
So the dream of a lifetime slipped out of your hands, and you seem to be back where you started. So you pick up your vision, to hell with the cause, 'cause a man and his dream can't be parted.
Now I'm in it all by myself. It started and it's ending the way it began. By myself, in a car, with a field full of people, spectators that came to see a guy do his thing. I want to get it done.
It has to be one of the most amazing documentaries you'll ever see.
Really touching.
And the amazing thing about Ken is that not only is he loopy and deluded, he's also incredibly brave and inexplicably likeable. How would you describe him, Dr. Beaucaire?
I like him. Yeah,
You said suicidal before, now you just have him on.
He'd like anybody. Look, what we decided to do is write to the guy who made the doco and find out what happened to Ken.
And on the 30th of July, we received this reply from Bob Foysher of the Canadian Film Board saying that although Ken never gave up on his dream, the farmer who owned the land bulldozed his ramp back into the ground. So then in 1984, Ken was jumping a pond at a racetrack in Ontario when a malfunction in his rocket car plunged him into the water. Now, divers took 8 minutes to get Ken out. Now, surely you think Ken would be dead. Now, up he pops with a face mask and an oxygen tank. He's hidden in the car. He jumps up, grabs the microphone, and then addresses the people who give him a standing ovation. He announces to the crowd he's going to come back next month and he's going to get over that damn pond.
Well, look, I'll just cut a long story. I'll make the long story even longer. Bob then writes, 1 month later, he filled the place. There were even people up in the trees that surrounded the racetrack. This time, Ken cranked in too much power, and the rocket not only propelled him over the pond, he went right over the track. And the car flipped upside down and came crashing down on the roof, ripping the car apart. He broke almost every bone in his body and died immediately. Ken died. He had told, hang on, let me just finish. He had told me many times that when he died, he wanted to go doing his job. He got his wish. It's a bit
You've
sad,
made death almost likeable, Santo. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed watching Devil at Your Heels. Thanks and good night.